the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
He'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Rip right. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 17. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Pushing through the contact. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Watch 36.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Let's go.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
36. Mike, 36. I got you. I got Buzz. You're all mine, baby.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
36. Omaha. Our time. This our time. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the out. Mike,
to throw is Murray.
Hey.
They still can't get it, and he'll just get rid of it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Bring it. 0-0, Mike 3. Get ready. Mike 3.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All day, baby. All street. 0-0, Mike 3.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good job.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on them.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
36. Mike, 36. Check tight end, check tight.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Get wide. 2-2. I got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 22. Mike's 22.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
36 the mic.
Let's set it. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. Judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Hold it ready. 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Out. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Hurt.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've been trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now back to throw.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Go. They're going to try and throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
Yeah, deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. 60 Maverick.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
58 yards on the ground for him so far. Working with his 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll stay on the ground, miss it again. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Omaha.
They still playing soccer. Y'all come back. Football. Shift. Mike, 36. Mike.
Big Ace.
6. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
36. Mike, 36.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Check 26, check 26.
This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First down, a run with Cohen. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. Mike, 36. Mike, 30.
Hey. Let's go. 2-2.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jonathan Grenard. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Buzz.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Prater on to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now this throw caught left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cohen. Runs through the contact. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's the way. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, D.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got you. Watch the run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Blue dead.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They try again with Cohen. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run
run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Second and 10.
36 to Mike.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike, 36.
Hey, shit.
Green.
Omaha.
36 to Mike.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at